Okay. Yeah, that's better. Bloody made a video earlier. It was about an hour and a half long. Unplugged my charger. YouTube decided that, delete the video. I don't know why that was, but pretty pissed off. Yeah, had a whole bunch of stuff to say. Now I don't know where to go with that, but I'll get back to it in a minute. Look at me bloody hair, it's fucking shocking. Anyway. Yeah, what part of it was I got a 14-inch double D Coiltech coil on a GPX 4500, and it can't even see this. I'm dead set on top of the coil. It's absolutely rubbish. Where's those tweezers gone? Hold on. Anyway, hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Here it is. Where's the bloody camera on this thing? It's not very big. It's 0.2. Can't even see it. On top of the coil. I think that was under dirt. No. This thing, 0.87, 0.876. I'll show you a better picture of it after, but yeah. Right in the middle of the search pattern on a double D coil is like right down the center, like a spade. You got the two outside bits and you got the centerpiece, and I know how a coil works, and that was that's on an air swing, waving it above with your hand. Could barely see it. So what I'm doing is I'm buying a Coiltech Elite 18-inch mono. I'm going to go out to York, which is not far from where I live in Perth, and have a go where those boys have had a bit of a look on that new show on 7 Mate in the hills of York. I'm just going to go out anywhere my car will get, or my mate's car will get, because I've got a GTS 86, like last year's model. It's not going to get over any dirt. It's a sports car, so we'll see if my mate's whatever he's got some sort of little four-wheel drive. I'm not sure if it's like a little Suzuki Vitara or not. I'm not sure, something like that. But yeah, we're going to go out to York. I'm not sure. I don't even know what metal detector he's got. It's basically my girlfriend's father's wife's son, who I only met a couple of times. Don't even know what he drives, so he's got some sort of little four drive. We're going to go out there and absolutely go over a couple of mountains, like halfway up the mount, like right at the top, go down about halfway and see what the mountain has to say for itself. And then at the end of the day, if nothing prevails, we might go down to the bottom where it peters right out and down where it goes like that part of the mountain. That's a good part to look for gold. Gets trapped in a lot of stuff right at the bottom, sort of thing, as it goes flat. And also on the flat areas also good. Everybody knows the flat areas are good. That's why they're called gold fields. It's like a cow field, you know, it's flat. But yeah, bit disappointed in my, this little nugget here. I must admit, I found that my first 3 weeks of gold hunting, and I did try to upload a video just before, an hour and a half long, and then I unplugged the charger, and YouTube had decided that I didn't film anything, so I'd do it again. So yeah, that nugget there, that funny Christmas tree looking one. Not that he's really give a shit, but you know. Sort of, I'm in the dark at the moment. I'm outside. It's bloody 2 o'clock in the morning. Been drinking, pissed off. But yeah, that was on a quartz hill with a quartz reef at the top, with a ironstone blowout on the right hand side, and a little tiny river runoff. Like, I'm talking this wide, with slate at the bottom. And a lot of gold in Western Australia is found in the slate, the grey slate that chips away like sheets, like that thick. They could be thicker depending how long they've been there. And not much of a geologist, but when I was at high school, I got A in geology, so it's got to count for something. Like, I'm not a geologist. I never went to university, but I understand how all the ground works and all that rubbish. But yeah, a lot of gold over here is found in the slate. Also found in ironstone and quartz, like everywhere else. But a lot of the flat little nuggets, they might be like the size of watermelons. Yeah, round about watermelon seeds. Pretty much like that one I just showed you. Well, that was found in grey slate when I chipped up the little riverbed that was running down the side of the hill. And that stuff on the surface, slate on the surface in WA, if you've got any sort of manpower, just chip away at the top 10 centimetres of it all, just rip it up and run your detector over it. Some of it's hard as hell, but like, I mean, hard as fuck. It's also got greenstone and quartz mixed into it too, so it's a mixture of copper quartz, which I'm not quite sure what that is, can't remember, and it's also got quartz in it, embedded into the grey slate. It's concrete colour, it's hard like concrete, but some of it's really like ancient stuff, and it chips away like tiles, like it's slatey, you know, so to speak. Well, it is slate, and it chips away quite easy, but when you get down a bit, it's the younger stuff, so it's the stuff that's coming up, and the older stuff's at the top, so that's the stuff that breaks off easier. So if you still got a signal and it's in the hard stuff, good luck to you, because that was one of my earlier videos of I think it was last month, and it was too hot. I'm talking 35, 37 degrees with a bloody, it's just hot. And it's harder than that. Calcrete's soft compared to this stuff. Calcrete's basically like, it's like a limestone. It's pretty soft, really. I know they call it like calcrete, and it's meant to sound like it's concrete, but when you have young slate is way harder than calcrete. It just is. And it's also mixed in there with some sort of copper greenstone. That's hard as fuck. You chisel and your everything just bounces off it, basically. You ain't gonna get nowhere unless you got some sort of power tool, rock hammer, rock hammer drill. That'll get through it. Or maybe some homemade dynamite. I could do that, but Don't think me missus would like me making dynamite at home like me previous missus didn't, and nearly blew up the neighbour's house. They didn't like that either. That was an accident. That was... Cops came around. Anyway, that's another story. Didn't blow up the house, but it was bloody loud. But what was I saying? I think I had something about scales earlier. No, I don't think I uploaded that one. But yeah, don't pay any over $50 for scales wherever you buy them from. Just make sure they go down to 0.001, and you know they're around about $50. You should be good. Don't pay any more than that. You know, they should come with some sort of weight that you can put on the scales. Yeah, these are my ones. Nothing special. You know, they come with tweezers and a bloody little weigh plate thing you can put on there, like whatever. Anyway, yeah, you should probably look up the coil that I'm getting, but I'll give you a gander at it. It's this, that one there. Yeah, the round one with the bar through the middle of it. Lightweight, 18-inch. Hopefully that goes well when I'm out at York next week. Hopefully. I'm going to go and pour another drink. Should go pretty good. Hope. Should go deep anyway. Find something with it. Bullets probably. What am I drinking? Here we go. This, I don't know how new it is, but I don't know, I've gone through that much tonight. That's why I thought I'd bugger it. Put a bloody post on YouTube. Yeah. Coke. Where's the fridge? New bloody fridge too. Fucking ding 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 ding. It's got nothing in it yet, but it will. Me cheese fridge over there, me detector bag. Me and me missus over there. Couple of racks of ribs, bloody bag of prawns. Need them when it's bloody hot. Anyway. Pizza. Bloody fly spray for all the fucking flies. Yeah, bloody tomatoes I grew. Bloody, what's that? Exmouth stubby cooler from when I was over there. Threw a bloody blue bone 45 centimetre back. Thought it was a rubbish fish. Didn't know. Fucking hell. Guy bought some tackle off, goes, oh, why'd you throw that back? I'm like, oh, I just thought it was some sort of parrotfish. And he goes, yeah, you're right, but those ones are, goes, yeah, he goes, you're right, they're parrotfish in a way, but they're bloody good eating. Oh, fuck. And he showed me the thing on the app, 5-star fish, and dickhead me, if it was a gold nugget, I definitely wouldn't throw gold nugget away, but fuck, threw that away, didn't I? But we had other food, eye fillet steaks and shit, so who cares? Would have been nice, but it was juicy. It was like that thick on the shoulders, mate. That thick. That fish. About 45 centimetres. Thick bugger. Yeah, love me fishing. Do better fishing than finding gold. I'm a gun fisherman. Gold, not so much yet. Which is quite strange. Caught me first 35 centimetre flathead at 5 years old. Can't find fucking gold, but and my biggest flathead was 1 metre 7 centimetres. 1 metre. No shit. Got pictures though. I'll put pictures of that on YouTube one day when I find the photos. I got like you remember First Blood when he had that knife? I got 3 of them and a packet of cigarettes at the end. So it was like that long. So a foot and a foot and a foot and a packet of durries. It's pretty big flathead. Caught, mind you, with a Rex Hunt, because I was on the bones of my ass at that time, I think I was. A Rex Hunt $29.95 kids combo that comes with a little hat that I couldn't even fit on my head and a little book of fish. You know, I already knew what bloody fish I was trying to catch and what fish were in the area, and I'm a gun fisherman, but yeah. Fuck's sake. Yeah, Jesus. Anyway, that's what I was saying earlier. For the people that go out there looking for gold, don't go and buy a GPZ 7000 expecting to find, you know, your retirement. It's not going to happen. Unless you're lucky. It could happen. But, you know, most massive nuggets, they're found deep. Like 50 meters deep. Not on the surface. Not anymore. All the massive surface nuggets are gone. There'll be the odd nuggets like this around still on the surface, like I'm talking under 1 meter deep. But, you know, not every GPZ 7000 user has walked over those nuggets yet. Thank fuck. That's why I bought myself a GPX 4500 with a booster so I can hear quieter targets easier without the battery being a knob, because the boosters in the battery can carry on. That's just a known fact. So if there's anybody out there with the GPX 4500s or 4000s, I'm not sure if the 5000s do it, but the amplifier in the 4500s and the 4000s goes wonky after a while, and you will need a booster that will help you. Whether that's something faulty with Minelab 4500s, 4000s, not sure, don't know. But it takes the load of what I've heard. It takes the load of the booster in the battery pack that feeds the speaker that you got on your shoulder or your headphones. Doesn't so much happen if you got headphones on, they say, but if you're running a speaker like I do, and I've got a brand new one, the old one worked. It was actually louder than the new one, believe it or not. But it takes the load off the amplifier, and you can have the actual volume limit and target limit down lower if you've got a booster, and just turn the booster up, and it will take all the strain off the amplifier and run a lot smoother. So yeah, I was going to put that in one of my first videos, why you should have a booster on the older detectors, the 4500s, 4000s, maybe all the way down to the 3000s, maybe whatever they were then. I don't know, whatever they are, SD3, the older SDs anyway, and GTs and GTXs under 4,000, and the 3,000 SDs and all that back then, or SD 2200s. But yeah, buy a booster. They're only like bloody 100 and something bucks. They'll save your battery life too. They won't bloody scream your speed, drain your battery from running your battery up too high, because they run on a couple of either AA's or AAA batteries, depending on what booster you buy. Mine's a where is it? Got the pamphlet here somewhere. I think mine's a BZ booster, or B and Z. Yeah, this one. I got it from Reed's Prospecting. Those guys are alright. And yeah, what else have I got to bloody say? Bloody cold till 3 o'clock in the morning. Tell you what, this is my last bloody bourbon before I go to bed. Better put me gold back too in this bloody thing. Wherever got the lid on it. Cool. Actually, I was going to show you a better picture, wasn't I? That's right. Hold on. That's with a phone. It's a Samsung Galaxy S10. Like, I see all these people, oh, I can't focus with my fucking $5,000 camera. Serious? Go get a fucking phone and film your shit. Look at that. It's like 3 centimeters away. 0.2 gram, 0.87. Oh, now I'm about 2 centimeters, can't focus. Go back a little bit. Perfect. I'll turn it over for you. There you go. And I'm in the dark, so pardon me, it'd work better in the light, obviously. But I'm in the dark. Turn that little one over. It's better on the other side, actually. Hold on. There we go. Bit more shape to it, that little bugger. And this one on the other side. And that's literally 3 centimeters off the target, Probably zoom in. There you go. That's zoomed in. Zoomed. Where's the little one? Look at that, These knobheads go out in the YouTube. Oh, I've got to have some sort of bloody camera that's awesome. Bullshit. Go and get yourself a $1,500 phone instead of a $5,000 camera or fucking GoPro shit. Samsung Galaxy S10's waterproof. I can chuck it in the river if I want. Still good. I have actually done that. Still works. It's waterproof. Anyway, long story short, nuggets can go back in the vinegar for a minute. My hydrochloric acids are back up in para, and the nitric acid for other shit. Doing dangerous stuff, though, nitric acid and hydrochloric acid, and everyone's already seen that before on YouTube, so I'm not going to explain what that's for. I've already hinted at it, you can look that up at your own discretion. Cleaning up specimens and all that, it's up to you guys what you want to use, but it's certain acids, pretty dangerous, you don't want to smell them. And if you do see little funny, like brown, yellow clouds of acid coming off your little beaker. Like, where is it? Yeah, little beaker here. Sorry, fucking hell, couldn't even see that. That's only got vinegar in it, but if you put like acid in that, and then put your specimen in there, and it's got ironstone stuck to it, and you use a nitric acid or hydrochloric acid, yeah, don't sniff it, it's bad for you. If you got like asthma, man, no good. I don't have asthma, but if you smell that shit, it's gonna mess up your lungs even worse. No, that's just vinegar, so that's just to clean up a clean nugget, because I've been playing with it in my hands. You know, like get all the body fat off it, and these charcoal things I've been playing with, these redhead charcoal things. I just like to keep me gold clean, but I like to play with me gold like boys do. Because it's the only bloody nugget I've found besides that little one I bought on eBay. Test the detector out to make sure everything's working hunky-dory. That's another thing I was going to say before, that I actually did record earlier tonight, that if you just want to test out some stuff, just buy a little tiny nugget, like a 0.2. I couldn't afford any more, but I would say I suggest buy a 0.2 and say a grammer, and bury the 0.2 at like 6 inches, and bury the grammer at about 8, and see how you go. Try and hear them. And when you do bury your nugget in the ground, do not have it in a packet that contains air. No air. If you can, be professional and just put it in the ground and find it again. But when you put the dirt back on there, stomp on it. Stomp on that dirt to make it as hard as the original dirt can be. Because these people that go on YouTube and they bury nuggets in the ground and they just cover them up like fairies, like that's not the ground you're going to be detecting in, alright? You're going to be detecting fairly hard ground, not dug up ground. If you're detecting dug up ground, you're probably on some old mullock heap or something like that. And most mullock heaps, you're probably not going to find much gold in, to be honest, because most people have been over them, unless it's somewhere out in the boonies and nobody's been there before. And good on you if you do find a mullock heap with a few nuggets in it. Well done, fucking good on you. But it's not very likely to happen. Most gold you're going to find is going to be in hard packed clay or rocks, like conglomerate rocks, big pebbles with really hard, say, calcrete stuff, limestoney stuff, really hard red clay, really hard white clay. Don't know why they call it pipe clay, because I've never seen no pipes in it. Whether that's just a funny joke, I don't know. I don't really give a fuck personally, but I've never seen any white pipes. I've only ever seen terracotta coloured pipes, and they're red. That reddy orange. I don't know what white pipe clay is. It's got me fucked. Maybe it's a geology thing, and those guys are just really warped. They like to call white clay pipe clay. I don't know. But yeah, white clay, grey clay, blue clay, red clay, dark brown clay. That's a good one, because it's high in ironstone. But generally, you're not going to be digging nuggets out of soft stuff unless you're on virgin ground and it's just on the surface, like it's been washing around for 1,000 years and no fucking idiots walked over it yet. And those nuggets are called sunbakers. And I'd love to come across one of them. That'd be awesome. Like me mate, he's not me mate, but I watch him on YouTube. I watched every video of his, called the Nugget Magnet. Just walking around in a daze one day and oh shit, a nugget right on the surface. Same as a couple of other guys on YouTube. I think Saltbush Gold's one, West Oz Gold Adventures. Those guys are good. There's a whole bunch of wicked guys on YouTube that like aren't big production guys like certain people. I don't want to mention any names, but they're trying to be bloody legends on YouTube on looking for gold, and it's like, just look for gold. Don't try and teach people. I'm not trying to teach anyone. I'll teach you how bloody hard it is. It's fucking hard. You're going to dig up 500 pieces of lead and bullets and fences and nails and staples before you find your first nugget, I guarantee you. That's one thing I promise anybody that goes looking for gold with a detector. I'm not talking about gold panning. Yeah, you'll find fly shit, tiny bits of gold, and that's awesome if you can find lots of it. I'd love to do that, but over here, all the rivers are dry as a bat's ass, and you can only take 20 kilos of dirt at a time, so it's almost like a waste of time. Not that the police care or the rangers care, but you know, if you just want to do the right thing, it's a 20-litre bucket. So, and I've seen some guys in Victoria in the rivers, and they take a 20-litre bucket, or they process a 20-litre bucket on the river. They're not finding much gold, so there's no way on earth I'm taking a 20-litre bucket home of dirt, buying a bloody little mini sluice, or panning a whole 20-litre bucket of dirt. What's that? Probably, 6 pans in a 20-litre bucket. If they're big pans too. To find 10 specks of fly shit gold? No, not going to do it. No way. And I'm not saying every pan in all of Australia is bloody 5 specks of fly shit gold. But when you can only take one bucket home, it's not worth it. You need to be there for like 10 buckets and do tests here and tests there. But when you got no water in Western Australia, you can't do test pans. And I've seen people in Victoria, like, I will mention this guy's name, Vogus Prospecting. You can do dry test pans, but they take forever. And and that guy's in Victoria, and it's, in winter, it's like, what is it now? 14 degrees. Over here in Western Australia, it's 35 degrees in winter. And I'm not doing bloody 5 test pans in 35 degrees to find fly shit. No. Not happening. And when we do get rain, it's flood. And you can't use a sluice and you can't even use a pan, really. The water's that dirty, It's that dirty. It's like doing a fresh pan every time, but constantly a fresh pan of mud, 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 mud. No one gold pans up here. Nobody dry blows up here anymore. It's just too fucking hard. Dry blowers, when you think about it, they're blowing out gold all the time. You're only keeping probably maybe half the gold and blowing out the other half. Like, I think dry blowing is an absolute fucking waste of time, to be honest, scientifically. Because dirt has weight, gold has weight, and you're blowing out a certain amount of gold just like a sluice does when you haven't got the sluice set up right. And a dry blower is only set up like levels like that, and it goes and it's blowing shit out all over the place. That's why dry blowing is not really used anymore. You need a wet plant to process gold. You need water. specific gravity and all the rest of it. Just basically to stop the gold disappearing. I've even made gold disappear with hot gas. If you have your torch turned up, you'll blow your gold away. Blow it, bye-bye gold. Done that before. Processing computer parts like I got here in this little bowl. That's all the copper coming off it. There's also an old gold-plated spoon in there. There's a CPU. I'm just mucking around because I just want to get some gold, But I had like 100 computers and all their bits in them, and I had about, oh Jesus, it was thick. It was about that much gold sludge in a, what was it, a big 2 litre beaker like this thing, 2 litre one, and the sludge in the bottom of it was about the thick as this vinegar. And stupid me, because I wasn't thinking, I had the gas turned up and I was just blowing the gold out of it, out of the crucible. Bye-bye. See you later, gold. And guess how much gold I got out of that? And I should have known better because I got all A's in science. I can't believe I fucked it all up. I got no gold. Besides maybe a pinhead, a bit of gold. And I know I had more gold sludge than that. And it was dry. And it was that nice light yellow / almost, suntanny yellow powder baked on the bottom of the beaker. It was awesome stuff. Put it in there with borax. But that wasn't enough. I'm pretty sure I needed a bit of sand in there too, just to weigh it down to let it liquefy. But I had the gas turned up too high, and it was just all cooking off, literally just boiling off. And people that don't think you can turn gold into gold steam and fuck off like boiling a kettle of water, yes, it can. So you need to watch that shit if you're doing any sort of gold refining with a map blowtorch or any sort of blowtorch. You need to keep that shit going slow and low, like a fucking, like a nice like set ribs on the barbecue, low and slow. That's all I got to say about that, man. With a, fuck. Even went to the the place where the Perth Mint buys all their refining stuff. They got bloody crucibles, like 5 litre ones, big bastards, bigger than my shoulders. These fucking crucibles. It was wicked. When they talked to the bloke, he only just got off the forklift, and he's showing me all these crucibles and gold molds, bars of gold, the molds for the gold bars in Perth. It was fucking awesome. And I bought this little crucible. It was only about that big. Probably would have hold, I don't know, 150 grams of gold, maybe. It cost me $10. I don't know where that went after me and my other missus broke up about 5-6 years ago. But yeah, graphite crucibles, there they go. Melt your gold in, but be careful. Be warned, do not have your gas turned up or you'll blow it out to nowhere. Like, I was just watching these guys on YouTube, they're they've refined all their gold and all that, and that's another whole story that you guys have probably seen. Everybody's seen that stuff anyway. But you do that and you get your gold cake on the bottom, your gold sludge, and you can turn it into a powder or just keep it in like blocks of, it looks like riverbed, cracked up riverbed on the bottom of your beaker. And then you put that in your crucible and then try and melt it. But if the gas is turned up too high, like it'll blow it out. It'll just keep blowing it out and you end up with nothing. So keep it down low and get the gold to melt slowly, and a little blob will turn that little blob into a bigger blob. And yeah,